So consider the miracle of the sun, where the sun cast multicolor lights and zigzagged across the sky for 10 minutes. An estimated 100,000 people witnessed this in Portugal.
Ooh, I love this one because it's so stupid. Apologists often cite this as evidence that miracles occur. On October 13th, 1917, witnesses in Fatima, Portugal said, "The sun trembled, made sudden incredible movements outside all cosmic laws. The sun danced according to the typical expressions of the people." This was even accepted by the Vatican as a genuine miracle. When I first heard of this thing as a kid, even though my skills as a critical thinker were far from well developed, I immediately knew this was bullshit because everything the witnesses described I had seen the sun doing myself, and I knew there was nothing miraculous about it. Anybody who has ever stared into the sun for more than a few seconds will see that it looks like it changes colors, it looks like it's spinning around, and even looks like it's darting from place to place. Even as a kid, I knew that staring at the sun wreaks havoc on your retinas and that this explained what I was seeing. When you point this out to some believers, they will say, "But people saw this phenomenon from 18 kilometers around. How could it be an optical illusion?" They say this as though it's some rock-hard evidence that this can't be an illusion, but I think it's actually evidence that it is an illusion. If the sun really did all of these weird-ass things, why would there only be reports of it from within an 18-kilometer radius of some butt-fuck town in Portugal? Wouldn't it be visible from most of the fucking hemisphere? There were also no reports from astronomers or universities about the event, which seems awfully odd. I guess all the scientists in the world who should have made note of this were probably just suppressing the truth in their unrighteousness because they wanted to go on sinning, am I right? Huh? Christians, am I right? But let's say for the sake of argument that this really happened. What would this tell us about the existence of God? Not a fucking thing. Not a single fucking thing. What would even be the point of God doing this? Did God one day think, "Hey, I think today I'll make the sun do a bunch of weird shit, and just for the lulz, I'll only make it visible to a few thousand people in Portugal"? Why would this event convince anyone of anything supernatural? This is among the dumbest apologist assertions.